Well, here I am again. Jeez, August 1st, 2001. Seems like I hardly even left the place. Just unloading the canoe, getting stuff up the top up here. Whew. What a great day. Beautiful out. Sunny, warm. I'll put the tent up here, I guess. Somebody pulled my table down over there. Geez, I think people leave things alone. It's only been a year. They've stuck it down here by the water, which I'm going to move back up to where it was. It's too windy down there for a stove. And they've left me a camp stool. And that thing on the ground right there is made out of like a marble. It's like a marble cutting board. Well, that ought to be handy. And swing back around down the canoe here, just getting everything unloaded out of there. She's got her tied up and stuff. Still got my tent in the back of the canoe there, so we'll get it all out. Oh boy. What time is it? Up on the time here. 12:46. That's not too bad. Actually, I got here about 20 minutes ago. It was I followed in a whole, well, 2 van loads of cars full of kids. I thought, geez, maybe they're headed for Butt Lake, but nope. They're headed into here. I was just thankful they took so long to get loaded down by the water. I got everything in my canoe and off before they got out of there. And they come around here looking at this campsite, and I sent them to the other side of the lake. Told them that was the best place for kids. The other end of the island. Well, actually, it is. There's no drop-offs or anything like that into the water, and it's a big campsite. It's just windy, that's all. And today the wind's coming from that direction, so at least they won't be bothered with bugs. Anyhow, we'll take a once around the site here and go get the tent put up and all the rest of that crap, and get my table moved and then relax. God, I must be getting old and poop. Okay. That's got just about everything set up, and the canoe is back. It's almost 6 o'clock. I've just been taking it easy. I've absolutely pooped. Got the tent's all set up, and by the way, Suzette, what the hell is that? Looks like somebody finger painted all over the side of my fly there. Anyhow. And food's up in the air. Some of the other stuff is still sitting over here. I gotta move it back. I haven't eaten anything yet. I haven't been too darn tired to eat. I'll probably eat something maybe around 7, I guess. Another hour. Can't believe it's the 3rd season in a row, or 3rd year in a row I've managed to come in here and get this campsite. Which is great. I haven't seen another soul all day. Just those kids that were coming in ahead of me. A whole load of them. But, well, there's nothing around. Campsites down there are pretty well abandoned. Nobody down there. And the ones on the other side over here are also empty. That was empty. The one on the other side over there, that's where the canoes usually sit, but it's pretty well empty too. Or it is empty. Yeah, not pretty well, it's empty. There's nobody here. There's a couple of people on they said that whole herd of kids headed over to the other side of the island. Thank heavens. I'll be bothered with them screaming and hollering and yelling. Other than that, there's been nothing happening around here all day except this incessant drone of some motor on the other side of the lake over there. I think it's the rangers going around cleaning up the campsites. I think they've been to this campsite, although they didn't mark the sign with a date. Usually they do. The date when it was last cleaned, there's absolutely no dates on the side at all. Anywho. Still pretty breezy out here. windy, but it's a really warm wind. It was, just a steady wind blowing, but a really warm wind. Anywho, I'll shut her down. Maybe something will happen later on. Well, here we are, August 3rd. It's a nice, beautiful day out here. Yesterday was raining, but it certainly has made up for it today. A little overcast. There are a few clouds in the sky, that's about all. I think I'm the only one on the entire lake. There's nobody else around. Nobody coming up the river, nobody coming back. There's the mouth of the river over there. And nobody. It's breezy today too, though, you know. That tarp I got up over the top there's just been popping all day. But geez, it was really warm last night. Gosh, well actually it's been warm right up until today, and today's just comfortable. It's nice breezy day and not too hot. Last night was sticky hot in here. I just slept on top of my sleeping bag. Well, last night and the night before. Anywho, I'll shut her down until something happens. Oh, here we are. August 5th, and I've got a moose across the lake there. Fair distance away though. So that's on the telephoto zoom lens. He's way back here. And other than the campsite at the other corner of the island, there doesn't seem to be anybody around anymore. That one's empty. One over there is empty. And nobody here but me and the moose. Okay, looks like we've got two moose over there now. There's one, and there's another one just up inside there. He's inside there walking around. They disappeared for a little while, now they're back. It's 4:53 right now. There's the other one. The other one's kind of hard to see. He's right up in there. So it must be a bull and a cow, because that one over there looks darn big. He is huge. That must be the bull. And the cow's over there. Or it could be just a really big cow and a calf. It's even better than that. There's a cow and a calf up in there. There's the two of them right there. Right up inside. And the big one, he's over here. He was there a second ago. But he's still munching around in there. Well, here we are again. August 2nd, 2002. I actually got in here on July 31st. But really not much happening. There was a moose down the lake here a little while ago, yesterday. But a couple of guys in a canoe came by and scared the hell out of it, so it took off. It may still be over there. I didn't see it swimming back across the lake, so it may stick its head out again. It's 5:21. Okay. There's virtually nobody on the lake. It's Friday night. Started a long weekend. A couple of canoes came in earlier in the day, but nothing much. Campsites are all empty. That one over there had a couple of people on it yesterday, but they went up the river this morning. And the other ones over here are pretty well empty. The cove up there is nobody's there. Other than that, it's same as every other year. One thing I did find interesting though is there's a jaw of a moose. Well, actually a whole skull of a moose down there in the water. I don't know if you can see it right now or not. Pulled it up earlier. But yeah, it gets a little brighter during the day. You might be able to see it. I found his jawbone right down here. There's the moose jawbone, including the teeth and everything. That was out there in the water. I was just snorkeling around out there, and I picked that up. I guess he went through the ice sometime last winter and drowned. And then I guess the current drifted him over here someplace and he sunk. And the fish took care of him from there. Well, the other thing that's been in here is there was that huge freaking turtle was back here again the other day. That thing must be shell must be 18 inches. 18 inches to 2 feet, gotta be. It's a huge turtle. I guess overall length with his neck sticking out looking up, he must have been 3 feet long. And the squares on his back on his shell were probably 4 inches square, 3 to 4 inches square. Just a huge turtle. There was a moose over in here too the other day. I don't imagine there's anything over there right now. Well, that's been pretty quiet. The camp's all set up in the usual place. I got to this campsite and there was a couple of people just stopped having a lunch break on it, and so I told them I'd go across the lake and wait, and they give me a wave when they're ready to leave. So they did, and I come back across, and just 4 years in a row I've managed to get this campsite without having to sit over on the other side like a vulture waiting for somebody. Also, I have noticed up in these trees there's 3 little hawks. I guess there must be kestrels or something like that that have been just screeching around here for days now. I don't know whether it's a family or whether it's competing tribes or what. But there's 3 of them up there, and they're screeching and hollering all day long. And I've noticed that all the squirrels on the island are gone. There's little piles of pine cones where you can see they've been chewing on pine cones, and then that's it. They're not very old. They might be a day or 2 old. So those kestrels have probably been taking care of the squirrels too. But I've been here for, well, this is the 3rd day, and I haven't seen a single squirrel on the island. Not one. Not even heard one. And that's really odd. I guess the last one must have been eating a pine cone there, and the kestrel probably grabbed him. Oh well. Now, here's something you don't see every day. There's a couple of guys out there in a great big freighter canoe with a wheelbarrow in it. I don't know whether they're coming back here to build something or what. But that's a huge canoe. It's about an 18-foot square stern freighter canoe. Maybe it makes their portages easier, I don't know. But I don't believe I've ever seen anybody bring a wheelbarrow. They're that big. Amazing. Zoom right up for a real good close look at that. That's amazing. That's a huge canoe. It's a Scott canoe. It's not fiberglass. It's a canvas fiberglass covered canoe. Oh, weird, boy. I guess they're looking for the river. Those freaking birds are out there. Whether you can hear that or not. They're up in there somewhere. Circling all around in here. Damn things are noisy. Jeez. There he is up there. Could be the nest up there. Yeah, it could be. They got a clump of stuff up there. They're zooming all over the place. I assume that's the nest in there. I don't see the parents here. Little ones must be inside there someplace. I don't know whether it's pissed off at me or not. Oh, there's Mr. Moose. He's been here for a couple of days. He swam across on Wednesday. He's been munching around there, and everybody's paddled by has stopped and said, "Hey, there's a moose around the corner." Yeah. I got some shots on them with the still camera there, so this is the first chance I've had to get some video. It looks like a bunch of canoeists got, or at least a couple of canoeists have got these loons all screwed up this morning. 7:10 in the morning. Oh, that's the ones out there. They were jumping all over the place here a second ago. They must have paddled right through the whole family. Well, there's no sign of the moose this morning. I had a moose standing at my camp table there last night, and turn around, there's a calf moose standing about 10 feet behind me, just staring at me. The mother had gone across the top and down into the water. I seen her swimming off. I knew there was a calf on here, but I didn't know about the cow. And then I seen her swimming off. I figured, oh gee, the calf must still be around. And sure enough, it was around all right. It was right behind me. I took the rope from the canoe and wrapped it around that tree once to keep the thing away from the tent, because they have a tendency to want to walk towards light-colored objects and get tangled up in tent lines. So I didn't want the thing wandering off and dragging my tent with it through the bush. So I shine the light on it, the thing starts walking towards me. So I grabbed a couple of pots and pans and banged them together and run at it. It took off into the woods. But the mother came back across about 5 o'clock this morning and come up and through the trees. I shone the light on her there, and she was smart enough just to stay away from it, and she walked around over the other side of the hill and then back in the bush. So they'll probably be out there eating again. Probably they were out around this area there yesterday, so that's where they'll probably be again today, I would imagine. People are still out there chasing loons. Yeah, it's got the little ones with it. That's just going through all the motions to protect the little ones. It'll go all through the stuff out there in the water. Figuring it's leading the canoe away from the little ones. Clowns in this canoe are still doggedly pursuing him. Yeah, moose swam right across the lake this morning, came right up behind, stood right in there, stared at me. I guess he could see me, and I couldn't see him without the light on him. I turned the light on, and he started and trotted up over the hill and up behind the tent, and up on the hill behind the tent actually, and back into the woods. We'll get a good look at him today. I was kind of hoping those moose would be back in here this morning. Just in the little camp, or the little cove here behind the camp. Seems to be anything in here. I think the folks that are on, there's a couple of guys over there fishing. I think they're leaving today. Yeah, they pretty well get everything packed up over there. Oh, I was hoping the moose would be back here. Oh well. We'll catch them later on. Well, here we are, August 6th. It was a cold, crappy, miserable night last night. God, I don't think I've ever been that cold in here before. I swear I could see my breath. It's 5:30 in the afternoon right now. It warmed up a bit during the day. It's still kind of overcast, but the clouds sparsed out during the day, and it got sunny in parts, and it was about 50-50, you know, sun and cloud. And out of the wind, and this wind has been blowing just steady now for 48 hours, I guess, because it was started raining on Sunday, and it was really crappy on Sunday, and then Monday it was a nice sunny day, but this wind was just howling. It was about a 40-mile-an-hour north wind all day long, which really cooled it down towards the afternoon. Today it's been blowing all day long as well. The lake's pretty well deserted. There's a couple of guys just came in a little while ago. They're down here. Where the heck are they? Oh, they're in there someplace. And there's some people on the bare point over here. There's a whole family, there's a bunch of people over there. You can feel that, you can hear that wind, I guess. It's just steady. Those hawks are still hanging around up here. There's a whole family of them. There's four or five. I was walking through the bush there just a little while ago and walking down along the trail, and a chickadee hit the ground in front of me. Or what the heck's that? And looked down and there's a chickadee there with no head. One of the hawks just took it right out of the air. And it just dropped right down. So there's not a squirrel left, like I said. They're all gone, and now they're cleaning out the chickadees. But the screeching has set off a little bit. I think this is the first time they've really felt this cold, because it's been warm all summer long, and they're just the babies they're just learning how to hunt. And they've probably never been this cold before, so they haven't been too active. Other than that chickadee, the one took down today, that could have been the parent that took that down. Had the moose barrier up there. That rope there had strung up across there. Because that darn calf moose came right down the path here the other night and stood there and looked at me, shone the light at it. It came toward me. I figured, yeah, this can't be a good idea. So grabbed a pot and pan and banged them together and chased him up the hill, and he took off. So he hasn't been back since. There's been really nothing. There's not even any mice left on the island. There was a couple of mice running around here at times, and they're all gone now. The birds have taken care of them, so very much. I know the squirrels over the other end of the island, because I was at the other campsite at the other end there the other day picking up some firewood. There was a couple of guys over there very industriously cut me a whole bunch of firewood before they left, and so I figured, well, what the heck, I just gathered it all up, threw it all in the canoe. I haven't had a fire last night, and I probably won't have one tonight. It's just too windy. You never know where the sparks are going to go. There was a couple of clowns over there on the island there the other day, and they had a campfire going there, and they left it, I guess they just left it on. I don't know. I was over there wandering around the next day, and there was a hole burned in the ground and it was still smoking, so I dumped about 4 gallons of water on it and put it out. But there were a couple of, I think they were Russians. I don't know, there was a guy and a girl over there. They were Russian. I think it sounded like the language they were speaking sounded like Russian or an Eastern Ukraine type country. I don't know. But they were over there for most of the afternoon. Oh, getting a low battery alarm here. Better change batteries. Oh, here we are, August 7th. It's a beautiful day. It's Wednesday. I've been in here for a full week now. There's not a cloud in the sky. Blue sky all over. Great weather. It's 8:06 in the morning, as you can see there. And the sun is up. If it wasn't by now, it'd probably be a problem. I'll take a walk down here around the lake here. And I guess that campsite is still occupied. Yeah, there's still people over there. Those birds were squeaking around again this morning. And I seen the island's only squirrel go zipping across there about 7 o'clock this morning. And he was up in the tree there eating some pine cones and dropping a few pine cones out. He's keeping a real low profile. And I guess they were out, I guess they're off hunting someplace right now, but they've cleaned out just about everything at this end of the island, so I guess they're over on the other end cleaning out that now too. Anywho, we'll click off the camera until something interesting happens. Well, it's Thursday morning. I smell like smoke. I just spent 2 hours on that island over there where those people were camped. Well, they were stopped. They left a fire going, and it's been burning underground for a week. I think the smoke has stopped now. It's covered an area of about 12 square feet over there right now. It's burning underground, and I had my bailing bucket, which holds about a half a gallon, and I guess I must have put 100 gallons on it this morning, just covering the whole area. The surface isn't burning. It was just breaking through to the surface. There was glowing embers and everything. I mean, there were roots on fire. There were trees that had been burnt off over there. And it was just to the point where it was about breaking the surface. And if it hit that pine tree there, the whole bloody thing would have went up. I think it's, the majority of it's out. It's still burning. It'll be burning underground, but I'll wait till the first canoe comes by. I've tried my radio. I've tried the cell phones. I've tried everything. I can't get a signal out of here no matter what I try. So I'll wait, and the first canoe that comes by, I'll I'll tell them to notify the ranger station. They better send somebody in here with a pump and pump a whole bunch of water onto that. I didn't have a shovel to dig anything out. Chopped away in there with the axe a bit and uncovered a lot more and then threw water on it, but it's still smoldering underground. The whole island is just peat moss, and it's just burning between the roots and inside the rocks, and it'll pop up just about at any place. I didn't really know it was burning there. It's been burning for a week, I guess, well, since last Saturday. And I had no idea until the fog lifted this morning. I thought, well, gee, there's still fog over that part of the island. And I thought, oh my God, it's that fire. I'd went over after they left and dumped about 10 or 15 gallons of water on it to put it out then, but I guess it's still burning underground. What a bunch of asses. Well, I know the other videotape's got some pretty good pictures of them, so I'll probably email them to the MNR. I got the color of their canoe and who they are and whatnot, so they should be able to track them down if they had a day permit to come in here. Anyway, geez, the battery on this thing's dying quick. Oh, here's some action. That's the fire we reported. Helicopters. Oh, I guess I'll just go over there. Paddle across. Talk to a fella. And come back, get the video camera. Oh, looks like they can land right there. Son of a gun. Amazing. Oh, from 11 o'clock or 11:30 when I told them. Helicopter started coming overhead about 4:15. Looks like he's gonna cut a bunch of trees out of there so the chopper could land. I don't think it's on that stable of landing. It's probably going to move in a little bit there. It's going to move it in just a bit further there. And put her down a little bit more solid. That's better. He's got her right in there now. Excellent. Okay, so what's he doing here now? He's gonna... I guess they brought a pump in. Start pumping her out. Got the water bag there. They fill up the old water bag. He's filling up the bag. She's taking pictures of it over there. It looks like they've shut off the helicopter for right now. I didn't think a helicopter would get on that island. They cut down those trees that were the side pretty darn quick. Once they were cut down, the machine had no problem getting in. He's got the little hose squirter there that they go in and fill it up with water and go back and work the fire. I went back there to work that. I went in, I probably put, God, I don't know, I lost count after 100 trips. It's a bucket to put in there. Oh, low battery, hang on. Here I go charge up my other battery. There, quick change of batteries. That must be a pump he's got there, I guess, this time, yeah. I didn't figure they're going to be doing it with a hand job for too long. Yeah, I guess they're going to work away on that for a while. That's why I said to the guys, he's probably going to need a pump. I dumped a lot of, he was using his hard hat there to dump some on, and God, I'd already dumped, 100 times that amount on it. I guess I got to fire that up now. Well, they got the pump all hooked up there. There we go. Kind of figured that's what he'd need. I put about 100 gallons of water in that, jeez. Yeah, he's going. It looks like it's probably spread since this morning too. God. It was pretty wet over there this morning, but that whole island is peat. It's just loose limbs and twigs and branches, and look, you can still see the seam coming out there. I guess they're going to start clearing a lot of the wood out of there. Oh yeah, the whole back end of the helicopter opens up. That's where they store the gear. Oh yeah, that thing's got the pressure to really stir the mud up down there. Jeez, it's gone back a fair distance too. Must have crawled right underground all around there. It's either that or they're just soaking her down good just to make sure. I'll have to go over later on and take a look and see how much they cleaned up over there. Yeah, it's pretty cool though, the way the helicopter come right in there. He must be the safety guy or something. Well, stupid, stupid people. Looks like he's probably got her, hopefully. I guess he figures he got her. That must be the pilot. He's the only guy not in a fire suit. Short pants. I honestly figured they'd send in a couple of guys in a canoe with a hand pump and a couple of shovels and an axe. Never thought they'd send in a helicopter team. But I guess the woods are so dry that if that had caught up tonight and went off tonight, and it hit the ridge on the other side, there'd be one hell of a fire over there. I might as well shut her down until the helicopter's ready to go. Just loading everything back up there now. Huh, he's like me. You can't pull a chain through the desert without it getting snagged on something either. I guess he's just straightening it out so he can roll it. I guess they're getting ready. You hear him when he starts pulling the collectors. That's when they'll start letting that whop whop noise. There he goes. Yeah, I thought he was there for a second. Yeah, okay, now he's gone. And there he goes. Just lopped everything right down. Oh, it adds a little bit of clearing to this island here anyway. Needed it. Anyhow, we'll go over and see what's left here. I should have took some pictures before the helicopter came here, but I never lugged out so much water in my life. Oh, they've done a pretty good job. They got it chewed down here pretty good. Worst part was back here in the bush. They seem to have that all dug out there now. Hopefully, yeah, see, they've dug it back. They've dug it back into fresh stuff in there. But this was all glowing embers this morning in here. And you figure the fire started right about there. That's where they lit it. And it creeped across underground all the way across over here. Now it skipped this whole gap right here. So it burned underground right along through there and then came up over here. At least it's out. I'll keep an eye on it over tomorrow and make sure everything's alright. But they had a pump there that just churned the mud right up. Took care of it. What a bunch of idiots. There's the two idiots that were here. My God. Light a fire on peat moss. You wonder how stupid some people can be. That's not smoke in there, is it? No. Okay. Well, guess that takes care of the big problem. But all that from that little campfire. I think everybody at that campsite over there was all lined up along the edge wondering what the heck was going on. Hey, look, a helicopter. That was cool though. Jeez. Did about 3 circles of the lake. I was over at the, I'd taken a paddle over to the other campsite. I didn't think they were coming. I took a paddle over to that campsite over there. When the helicopter came in, I was over there. Everything's focusing on that branch. The helicopter came in, I was over there, and he circled around, and I pointed to the island. He circled around past me again, and when I pointed to the island again, gestured towards the island, then he circled right over here and come right off the tip of it and touched her down there and dropped the guy off. Oh, my good deed for the day. This is a pretty little island, though. Now you can see more of it without all the trees. Take a wander around here. Yeah. Well, somebody will use all this for firewood. It'll all be cleared off by next year. Nice little path up through here. I think one of the pictures I've got on the wall is this channel coming up through here. The little island. Huh. Isn't that amazing? Now it's funny, you can still smell the helicopter fuel, or the jet fuel. It's a turbine helicopter there. You can hear it winding up when it was going. And you can still smell it. What time is it now? It's 5:15. Huh. There's nothing coming up the lake at all. Nobody anywhere. So I don't know if they want to report on this or what. I not only know who did it, but I probably got their photographs. So I was videotaping across here at the same time when they were over here. Couldn't help it, she had a nice bikini. Oh, here we are from the other campsite, the far down in the bay. There's the little island I just left out there. My campsite is over here. It is over there. And I'm just exploring around. Just looking for stuff. Just looking around. I've camped on this site once during a blasted thunderstorm, and I tell you, there was so much lightning I could have read a book by the lightning that night. There you go. I'll shut her off for a second. It's been a while since I've gone up this path. This used to be an old logging road. It comes from a causeway across the river way back there. And this road used to lead right down to that causeway about 15 years ago, before this bush was really overgrown. And it was just little trees like that little one right here in front of us. I walked all the way right down to the causeway. But now it's so overgrown, you couldn't make it through there, you'd need a machete. Well, here's the box. There used to be some raspberries growing over here. Just see if we still got some raspberries growing over here. Gee, this used to be all raspberry bushes in here. There isn't any now. Where'd they all go? It used to be just thick with raspberry bushes all through here. Well, there's still a few on this here. There's some. Well, guess that's it for the raspberries. These people must have had some visitors. That's a moose track right there. There he is right there. Yeah. Oh. A few ants running around it. Yeah, that's a moose track. I guess they come right up through the bush here. If you cut through here, there's a big gap in the sand down there, like a trail that leads right out into the marsh. So I guess they just come right through here. There was a well here or something at one time, or a root cellar for an old shed, and I guess they boarded it right over there. It's probably a well. This used to be, I guess, one of the main areas for the camp. Back in the logging days. I wander back on out here and 5:30. Go back to camp and make dinner. This is Thursday. Got one more night. Then I'm out on Saturday. That'll be all over for another year. Huh. Okay. Got another fool over there started a fire in just about the same place. Couple of guys. Older guy and a young boy. Yellow canoe. Hope the hell they put this one out. He's got a fire in just about exactly the same spot as the other one had. That whole area over there is all burnt out. Let's see what this fart does.